bullshit out of the way, for those of you out there that do the whole "it's only bad when they do it" bullshit, if you have ever done this, and everybody will find out in your friend group whether you've done this on social media, the 46th president of the United States was Joe Biden. Okay, 2021 to 2025, the last president before Trump. Anti-Joe Biden 46th president vinyl decal for car and truck and laptop 8646, which rolls off the tongue much better than 8647, which a lot of you are suddenly very vindictive about. Again, when you demand two different standards for what's considered right, wrong, or legal or illegal, you're demanding a privileged status. You get back what you put out. And of course, when Trump was president before, it would have said 8645, right? That shouldn't be too hard to look up. Here's 8646. The number 8646, context of recent political discussion, a reference to former President Joe Biden, who was the 46th president of the United States. 86 is the phrase in the restaurant industry to remove or reject. It's literally down with the president, or let's vote him out of office. In this case, we just, eject him. But Comey said something, and deliberately misinterpreting it as a violent threat also goes along with Webster's dictionary. But this is an AI overview. Let's try looking for 45 when Trump was president last time. No, we're not going to bring up liars and propagandists. We're going to bring up, impeach, because he was impeached twice, anti-Trump t-shirts from a long time ago. And there's a House, improved screening for veterans and passengers with Disabilities Act, 2023 to 2024. House Resolution 8645. That I didn't expect that. Interesting. That was during the tenure of Joe Biden. Odd. Republicans criticize someone for using 86. Get rid of Donald Trump. Some Republicans is sending a nefarious or even violent message. Every time someone does it to someone you care about, you deliberately interpret it as violent when that may not have been the intent. And when your side does it, it's okay. Anti-Trump, impeach, urinal, blah, blah, blah. Specifically impeach. Okay, so these are violent statements. Every one of them has to be a violent statement, right? Joe Biden, he's out of here. What if it was 4686? 46th president, 86. But it literally, verbally in the United States, used, yes, computer, thank you very much for helping by, thank you, refers to 86 the 46th or 86 the 45th. This is extremely easy. Pointing out the obvious and reality real to anybody who's a conspiracy theorist always goes bad. Propagandists, they don't deal with reality. But hey, they're $5 or whatever on the internet, or you can just print one out. Literally the same shit, different day, different group. Going out of your way to interpret something like this fails. In the legal system, if you can interpret something two ways and one of them is good and one's bad, and unless there's some compelling reason to believe the bad one is the only one, you are required under the rules of innocent until proven guilty to interpret in favor of the defendant. That's actually part of the law. It's actually how the legal system works. You have to do the least amount of harm possible in the legal system. You can go ahead and bend the law if you want to be outlaws, which is what the Republican Party has been for a while. I'm sure they're going to do that. But this is talking out your ass, guys. Every one of you promoting this bullshit, you deserve to be called bullshitters. Every one of you is sucking up to the propagandists. Okay. What this really means is if you criticize the president, you're only going to get punished or yelled at or insulted or hurt or whatever if it's against a certain party. One party is the party of cancel culture, the Republicans. They flip their shit every damn time. You keep screaming that the liberals are triggered all the damn time. The problem with that is the evidence says otherwise. But still, it's kind of funny. There's a House Resolution 8645. I wonder if there's a... You probably find it if you keep looking. Maybe there's something just like it. But yeah, the anti-that president that year thing is not a violent statement in literally any case I've ever heard of. This is, I think that for a lot of you, this is the first time you've heard of it, except the last time someone said they wanted to get rid of President Trump. Because when they did that, people decided to go out of their way to interpret it as a violent statement, so that they could hoodwink the system into punishing people for simply saying, kick out the current president. 86 in common speak means to tell someone to leave. Get out. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And every one of you people talking out of both sides of your ass, you're all full of shit.